You wanna blow up, I can help you explode.
Hey, what's up everyone? This is DavidBrownTV, and do you know what I like? Prawns. If you've never tried prawns for some reason, because maybe you're afraid of creatures from the sea, or maybe creatures from the sea with creepy little legs and eyes and googly eyes and antennas and shit, you should try them. They're absolutely delicious. In my last video, I asked you guys to send me, or not send me, just leave a comment below on a topic you guys would want me to talk about, and I would choose one and do a video about it. So here we go with the first one, and this was brought to you by Super Galaxy 95, and he chose masturbating versus a mediocre chick that's slightly under your standards doing sexual things to you. And there's definitely pros and cons to each one, so I'm gonna go into a little bit of depth for each one. So first, let's go and start off with masturbating. So if you've never masturbated, don't lie unless you're maybe watching this and you're like 4 years old. Then cover your eyes, child, cover your eyes, and your ears, of course. That would probably make more sense because the Call of Duty footage is only rated 18A. Well, actually, I don't know. Is it rated 18A? That doesn't really matter. We're getting off topic. So pros to masturbating. One, as long as you're in a private area, you can do it whenever you want and you can do it quickly. Although if you are in a private area, there always still is the off chance that you get caught. Maybe your mom or dad walks in and then you're like slapping it. You're like, oh shit, about to come over Kim Kardashian's face, and then your mom walks in, she's like, oh my god, and basically you'll never be able to look at your mom the same way again. Whereas if you were hooking up with the girl and you were just smacking that ass and just pounding it from behind as she walked in, at least she knows that she's gonna get grandchildren later on. Whereas if you were just jerking your chick and going blah, 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 jerking it, and she's like, ah shit, I'm not ever gonna be a grandmother. Well, that's a con right there. So con number one, can't make grandchildren by just jerking off. However, there's also cons to hooking up with a girl that doesn't meet your standards. One, it doesn't make you feel that good about yourself. You're like, oh yeah, I totally banged that chick, but then you look at her Facebook profile pictures and you start creeping your other photos and you're like, fuck, I am never gonna tell any of my friends about this. And I'm not gonna lie, guys, I've actually hooked up with quite a few girls where I'm like, ugh, after hooking up with them, I was like, fuck that. Never gonna show any of my friends what that chick looked like. She was only a fucking 5.5. What the hell was I thinking? Well, likely I was probably really drunk at the time, or just really fucking horny. And before I get on to about masturbation versus hooking up with the girl that's slightly not up to your standards, I want to put out a thing which is probably the biggest argument for why you should just hook up with girls that are slightly under your standard, and that's because practice makes perfect. It's a truth story, basically. The more you practice, the better you're gonna become at things. So if all you do is spend your time just wanking yourself off, who knows, you might become the ultimate grandmaster of masturbating. I'm not exactly sure where that is actually like usable in life. Maybe if you get a role as the guy who masturbates in a movie, you might be able to pull off the best masturbation scene of all time. But other than that, really, masturbating is just so that you can fucking let that shit loose. Maybe you were thinking about some girl in your class later on. What am I talking about? Beforehand, you're like, oh damn, who's that chick? Kate? Oh yeah, Kate, I would totally bang Kate. And then you're like, fuck, I can't bang Kate. So then you're at home and you're like, fuck it, I'm gonna bang Kate in my fucking head right now. Boom, 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 boom. Kate, fuck you, bitch, you just got splooshed, motherfucker. So that would be a reason why to masturbate, because sometimes you just can't hook up with the girl. Maybe she's married, maybe she's got a boyfriend, maybe she's a lesbian, maybe you just don't have the confidence to go up to her because she's so fucking hot. Who knows? But if that's the reason, you should always make the approach, and because maybe you fail, maybe you don't, but you'll never know the answer. But getting back to the point, practice makes perfect. If you never have sex and all you do is masturbate throughout the day violently, you're just like masturbating all the time, and you never have sex, well, what happens when you meet a girl that you really like and is highly above your standards, and then all of a sudden you have to whip out your dick and you just don't know what to do? Whereas maybe you banged a couple 5, 6s and whatever, and then you get your practice game on, and then by the time you work up to hitting on and banging this really hot chick, you're just like, yeah, what you want, bitch? I may have fucked a few 5s and 6s, but look at me now. Bet you're loving this shit. And do you know what she's gonna say? Oh yeah, loving this shit. Thank God you weren't masturbating the entire time, because I don't want to watch you masturbate. No, hit this shit, bitch. And that's basically it. So, verdict, I would rather hook up with a slightly unattractive girl when it comes to my standards, because practice makes perfect, and as long as you practice safe sex, fuck it. Just get it in, boys. Alright, that was the first episode of that, and if you guys enjoyed this, help out by leaving a rating, and if you really enjoyed it and it gave you maybe a full chub, maybe even a quarter chub, maybe even a 3/4 chub, I know I was at 99% chub the entire time, help out by giving it a favorite, and make sure to leave a comment below on what you guys want to see as the next topic for the next episode. Alright guys, thanks.
You wanna blow up, I can help you explode.
Hey, what's up everyone? This is DavidBrownTV, and do you know what I like? The Hunger Games. It's a book that I read a couple months ago, and they're making it into a movie now, and the trailer just actually got released in the past like week or two, and I thought it looks great. So if you got some time and you're looking to see a movie trailer, The Hunger Games, go check it out. It's a book I really enjoyed, and I think a lot of you guys would like it as well. Alright? But we're not talking about The Hunger Games today. No, we're going to be talking about big boobs with no ass versus small boobs with big ass. And this was submitted by Sky's the Limit. I'm pretty sure that's how it is. It's with Z's instead of S's though. Yes, I said Z's. What's up, Canadians? Yeah, Z's. Basically though, really it comes down to preference. And I'm going to jump the gun and just tell you guys my preference right now. And then we'll get into some pros and cons and maybe a few short stories and stuff like that. It could be pretty fun. So my preference is I would rather big boobs with no ass. And so basically you're either a tits or an ass person, and I am definitely a tits person. When I see a girl, first thing, face. If the face is good, if she doesn't look like she just came out of the Trailer Park Boys set, she doesn't have like some fucked up teeth, or hair is all matted and shit, like she's got fucking dreads but no dreads, you know, that type of hair, like girl hasn't showered in 16 weeks and you're like, damn girl, take a bath, you're white but you're starting to look brown and shit, you got stains all over your face and shit, and you're just like, come on girl, take care of yourself. You just want to give that girl a bath. Have you ever seen those girls where sometimes they look like all scrubbed out and raggedy as fuck, and you're like, damn, if that girl like took a shower, combed that bitch's hair, straightened that shit, put some makeup on, she might look attractive? And I'm not talking about girls should always try and pretty themselves up 24/7. I'm saying there's sometimes these girls that are just 24/7 like this, and it's like, come on bitch, shower. Take a bath or some shit. Jump in a lake. But other than that, so that's the pretty face. Obviously we want that. But then we go down to either tits or ass, because you can't really judge a vagina unless the chick is busting out a huge ass camel toe. Maybe she's wearing some Lululemon or something, and she's just fucking squatting or something. She got boom, big ass camel toe, and you're like, damn shit son, camel. And so usually you can't judge a vagina by the pants. So usually you either have the tits or the ass. And I'm definitely a tits person. Preferably a C. I like C's. Sometimes I like D's if a woman can handle them. Some bitches got D's and they're like hunched back of fucking Notre Dame. You know those girls that are like fucking 5'1" with big ass tits. That's my ideal girl. Like 5'1" with like some fucking C's. Because D's on like a 5'1" girl, I got no problem with D's on a 5'1" girl. But like might become like the hunchback of Notre Dame. They can't even fucking stand up straight. Bitches lean back too far trying to do the, what's that thing you're trying to go under the fucking pole, and the fucking bitch just fucking topples over because her tits weigh more than her. So that's what I look for. If a girl can't fucking do that pole thing where you gotta lean back, I fucking can't even think what it's called right now. I don't know why. And if she falls back because her tits too big, that's a seal of approval by David Brown. I love big tits. And so let's go with some pros and some cons to big tits. So pros: one, they're big, they're nice to fucking grab, and my favorite part is when you're banging a girl, seeing tits go boom, 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 and they're just blah, 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 just smacking back and forth and shit, and you just dive your fucking face in there, just motorboat that shit, you're like, blah, and you're like, give me some of your titties, bitch, blah. Another pro is bang her titties with your dick. If she's got big ass titties, you can't really do that. If she's got A cups, that's more like just kind of sliding your dick on her chest, which is kind of awkward. So that's definitely a pro for big ass titties. But what about cons to big ass titties? Well, there's no cons to big ass titties unless they're just overly massive. I actually hooked up with this one chick. I swear to God, she had like F's or some shit, and it was like the most glorious titty bounce of all time. I was lying down and I was like in the zone. I was entrapped by these titties. She was just riding my dick and she was just flopping up and down, and it was just like the most glorious moment of my life. And it just happened to be one of my ex-girlfriend's good friends, and my ex-girlfriend still doesn't know about this, so fuck you, bitch. No, seriously, fuck you. And they were just going boom, 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 and I was just like, oh, 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 boom, boom, oh, 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 and I was like, oh man, best fucking lay ever. So that's pros for big tits and shit like that. I can't really think of too many cons. Maybe too many guys are staring at your chick's tits, but I don't fucking care. I'd rather guys check out my girl, because I'd be like, fuck yeah, bitch, she's with me. Pussy, get your own girl, motherfucker. Yeah, bitch, bet she doesn't have these big ass titties like my girl. Fuck you. What the fuck you want? Some of this? Fuck you, buddy. No, I'm not actually like that, but maybe. But what about pros to big asses? Well, one, they're fucking awesome to grab. If you've ever grabbed a girl's big ass versus a girl with no ass, it's fucking terrible. Girls with no fucking meat on their fucking tush to grab. You're just like, oh, what the fuck? You grab their thigh or something? It's like, is this your thigh or your ass, bitch? You got the fucking back of their back. Imagine, like, her ass is so flat, you accidentally grab her back thinking it's her ass. Like, that would be pretty brutal. Another big con, and this is my biggest con, is I fucking love doggy style. I just like, boom, oh yeah, bitch, what you want? Some of this? Yeah, who let the dogs out? Who? And so I love that shit. And if a girl's got no ass, I'm not exactly like the most pudgy guy. I'm kind of like pretty skinny, I guess you could say. So I'm like pretty bony and shit. So if a girl's got no ass, my fucking like pelvis bones or whatever those fucking bones are called, it fucking hurts. You're like, boom, 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 boom. And the whole time you're like, my pelvis. But at the same time you're like, yeah, good shit. But then it's like, So like by the end of like the fucking thrust dog 3000, you're like, your fucking pelvis is hurting. I don't even know if I'm getting the right bones right. Who fucking knows? I'm not a scientist. But you got these bones there and shit, and you're like, shit. And it's same thing when a girl is riding you. She's riding you and shit. Usually you can grab her ass and just kind of bounce it up and down and shit. But if she have nothing to hold and grab onto, you're just like, what the fuck is this? You need to like install some like handles on this bitch and shit. So that's like the main thing. I think it just comes down to preference. But me, I'm more so of a titties guy. I fucking just love big ass titties. Like, if I see a girl with big ass titties, like, it's okay if she's got a smaller ass. I can deal with it. But if she's got no titties, that's a lot harder for me to work with because I like grabbing titties and shit like that. I'm like a fucking 8-year-old boy on a fucking MILF paradise playground. I'm just like, grabbing titties. Like, oh man, glorious fucking times. Alright guys, so that's it for this topic of the day. Make sure to leave a comment below on a topic you want me to discuss. And as always, if you enjoyed the episode, help out by leaving a rating. And if this video gave you a boner at any time while I was making thrusting sounds, make sure to give it a favorite. But that's it for this episode. Thanks guys. Peace. Hey, what's up everyone? This is DavidBrownTV, and do you know what I like? Life in the Day. And it's a movie that was created with the help of YouTube in like the past year. So what happened was they were advertising it on YouTube last year, wanted you to send them clips of your life in a day and answer a few questions like what are your fears, what are your blah 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 blah, and all that type of stuff. And they made an entire movie, and it's really fascinating. Definitely go check it out. I loved it. But that's not what we're going to talk about all day. What we're going to talk about all day is another versus. And this one was posted by Mr. I Chavez or Chavez or something like that. And he wrote, giving head to a girl versus getting head from a girl. Now, I was kind of confused at first. I don't know if he meant you have to give head to a girl like sucking her dick, and then versus a girl sucking your dick. And I thought about that, and like, that's a no contest right there. I don't see why anyone would rather give head to a girl with a dick. So I'm going to assume that he meant eating out a girl versus getting head. And in that case, we do have a versus. So let's see the pros and cons. Alright, we're going to start off with eating a girl out. And I'm not going to tell you my answer to the end this time. It's going to be a secret. Alright, let's go. So cons to eating a girl out. There's definitely going to be some cons right there. Like, imagine you're pulling down the pants and you're smiling, you're giggling, you're like, fuck yeah, bitches, gonna get me some poo-tang and shit. You rip off the fucking thong. Hopefully she's wearing a thong or something small like that, not some granny panties or some shit like that. So you whip them off and then you fucking bury your head down there. Maybe it's a little dark so you couldn't assess the situation first. And all of a sudden you're fucking got your tongue digging through fucking a coniferous fucking forest right here. All of a sudden you're like, whoa, what the fuck is that shit? You got all this fucking hairs tumbling through and shit. You're like coughing up like a fucking cat and shit. You're like, and she's like, oh, what's the matter? And what's the matter? Maybe you should mow your lawn, bitch. Jesus. You wouldn't invite your relatives over if you got a fucking lawn like this. Shit's like 14 feet high. It's like, fuck, girl, calm down. Trim that bush. Hire someone if you need to. Because you wouldn't be licking a fucking cat or dog. So why would I lick you if you got a fucking forest down there? So that's definitely a con, because you could like choke on a fucking hairball and die or some shit. So that's definitely a fucking con. But what about you're going down, there's no forest, it's a good situation, silky fucking smooth, but you go down and it smells like shit. And the problem is that when you're eating a girl out, you can't breathe with your fucking mouth, so you gotta breathe with your nose, which makes it even worse, because you're like right down fucking in there. You're like and then you're like, oh my god, I need to breathe, and you're like, oh shit, and you're like, damn bitch, you need to start scrubbing harder. Use some fucking shampoo that smells nice. Maybe some like peaches flavored shit or something like that. Flavored? Why not scented as well? That way it smells like fucking peaches down there. Something fucking delicious. You know what I mean? Not like you busted out a fucking thing of raw tuna, left it in the Arizona desert for 6 weeks and came back and smelt it. Ooh, yeah, it's gonna smell fucking nasty. So that's definitely a con, because you don't want to go down there and it smell and taste like shit. That's fucking terrible. So what about the pluses? So you go down there, and if you know what you're doing and you do a good job, that's like guaranteed sex. Pretty much guaranteed. That's the plus side to it. If you go down on a girl, you're likely gonna get her laid, because what kind of girl lets you eat her out and then doesn't let you stick it in her? Usually you're just lubing that fucking thing up just in case, you know what I mean? So boom, that's a fucking plus right there. Leads to sex. Okay, what about the getting head? There's definitely some pros, definitely some cons. So let's take a look at the cons first. Well, one, I find a lot of girls just fucking suck at giving head. I've had maybe like a few good blowjobs here and there, but like the majority of them were like fucking terrible. I'm like, fuck this. Let's just get this going to sex or fucking do something else. Let's switch it up. Tag out. I'm gonna tag you out, bitch. Tagged. So that's a con. Boring as fuck. Another one is when girls don't know how to give fucking head properly. Sometimes they can fucking hurt your dick. They're like trying to like squeeze your fucking dick while giving head and shit, or like they're using a little bit too much teeth, and you're like, fuck, bitch. And like you try to give them constructive criticism, like if they were an artist or something, like, oh, what if you did this? And they're like, oh, come on, please, it's not like you've done this, like, come on, seriously, I'm the one who knows what they're doing. And then you're like, I am the one who knows how this feels, bitch, come on, I'm trying to just help you out. And they don't take it. It's very rare. It's like, come on, bitch, oh, come on, I've been giving head since I was like 14 years old, I think I know what I'm doing. It's like, no, bitch, get out the way. So those are the cons. But what about the plus side? Well, every once in a while you're gonna run into a girl who knows how to give head really well, and it's like the most glorious thing. It's, you just want to lie back, you finally get to relax, you don't have to worry, and bitch is just gonna go ham on that shit, and you just let her take care of you. So those are the pros and cons, I would say. So then from there you have to pick, what would you rather? And in my opinion, I'm gonna go with eating a girl out, simply because the chances of getting a good blowjob are very small. Whereas if you have to eat a girl out, I'm not gonna go down there if she's got a coniferous forest or it smells like shit. So only if she has a good situation. So if I eat her out, I know it's gonna lead to sex, and I know she has a good situation. Like, if she doesn't have a good situation, maybe I don't want her sucking my dick. Like, if she's not gonna fucking tame her shit, I don't know where that fucking mouth has been, you know what I mean? It's like, fuck, girl, clean up. I don't want no scrubs. I don't want no scrubs. Them be the fucking scrubs. TLC. So that's my answer. I'm gonna go with eating a girl out. So leave a comment below on what you would rather, as well as a topic for the next conversation at hand. And if you enjoyed this episode, feel free to leave a rating. And if you don't care either way, as long as you're getting some with the girl, make sure to leave a favorite. And that's it, guys. Alright? Peace out. What? Cheer. Hey, what's up, everyone? This is DavidBrownTV, and do you know what I like? Not having a big ass bushy beard like I do right now. So I've been growing out my beard and my hair for a video. It's gonna be a real life commentary, how to get girls, how to change your own character type of deal, something like that. And I could not imagine growing this any longer. It just feels terrible in my face. I need to shave it off immediately. But let's get into Dr. David Brown. Whoop! First email. Hey David, I'm Chris, 15 years old, a sophomore, 10th grade in high school in the US. Anyways, I've recently been talking to this girl, and we've gone to the point where I asked her out and she said yes. We've been talking for almost a month now and haven't kissed or made out yet, because I only see her like once a week since she's at a different school. She told me next time she sees me, she's going to want to kiss, and I'm wondering if I should make the move to make out with her. She's what you would consider a good girl, and I'm not sure what to do. I think I'll go for it and make the move, so what happened to you in the hookup series episode 1 doesn't happen to me. Thanks, bro, Chris. Alright, Chris, well, thanks for watching so many of my videos to start off with, and yes, you were definitely in the same type of situation that I was in episode 1 of the hookup series. For those that didn't watch that episode, it's kind of like the first girl that ever dumped me, and it's because I didn't make a move on her. I was in grade 9, and I was kind of a freeze back then. And since then, I was like, no more being a freeze. So, in your situation, you've been dating a month, you've maybe seen her like a couple times, like 2 to 5 times, I'm not exactly sure. But from the sounds of it, it looks like she is ready to make out with you. She's hinted that she wants to kiss you. And if she wants to kiss you, then she's definitely willing to make out with you. For sure. It's just like a given fact. If you're still unsure and a little antsy about it, go for the kiss, because you know she's going to want to do that. And then when it feels right, and I know it will feel right, just make the move and just continue to make out. Like, for sure, she's going to want to do it. If she's telling you that she wants to kiss and move on to the next step, that means she's felt that she wants to have done that for at least probably a week now, because girls are always going to give you time to do it yourselves, because girls want you to always do it yourselves and make the first move type of deal. A lot of girls are like that. They want to see you make the move and they want to sit back. If she's putting her foot forward and saying, hey, I want to kiss you next time, that means she's already been feeling this for a while, but now she feels the need to kind of put her foot in just to give you maybe a little bit more confidence. That way you're willing to make sure to make out with her, because she's willing to make out with you right now. If she's saying she wants to kiss you, she's definitely willing, dude. So don't be afraid and have fun the next time you see her. All right, man? All right, on to email number 2. All right, let's start it off. Sup, David? I'm a sophomore. Again, another sophomore in high school, and I got this issue where all my best bros all have girlfriends, and whenever I hang out with them, I end up third wheeling it up, and I'm sick of it. It's not that I'm trying to find one for myself, it's just none of the girls jump out at me to the point that I want a relationship with them. But there's this one girl who's really into me, but she isn't the kind of girl that I would get much out of a relationship with her. So should I go out with that girl just for the sake of having a girlfriend, or should I just wait out my bro's current relationships and stay as their third wheel? Your bro, Alec. Alright, man, first off, you should never date a girl just for the sake of having a girlfriend, especially if she's really into you. If she's really into you, you're just going to end up hurting her feelings from leading her on, and it's not going to be a good situation, especially if she's friends with any of your friends, or if you're friends with her at the time, because you don't want to lead her on just for the sake of having a girlfriend because your buddy has a girlfriend. So here's like a few solutions that hopefully will help you out. The first solution, which is kind of what I used to do, is see if your friend's girlfriend has any friends that she can kind of set you up with, or at the very least bring out on these group hangouts. I wouldn't want to be a third wheel at all. If any of my friends have a girlfriend and they want me to hang out with them, I'm like, hey, does your girlfriend have any friends that can come out? And it's a simple way to meet more girls, and it's another way to at least build a bigger friendship, because you don't want to not see your buddy just because he's hanging out with his girlfriend. So see if she has any girlfriends that she can like kind of hook you up with. At the very least, you just got someone to talk to that's a female, you know what I mean? Another route you can take, just in case this girl apparently maybe doesn't have any friends, or you've already seen all your friends and you're like, damn, these girls suck, I don't want to hang out with these girls, is maybe look into just some girls that you know that you're just friends with, and be like, hey, my buddy and his girlfriend are hanging out and they wanted me to come out with them. I was wondering if you want to come out and hang out with us. It's not a date or anything, but I just don't want to be a third wheel. And that way she doesn't feel any pressure from you being like, oh, let's go on a date or anything. She just knows, hey, this guy just wants to hang out and not be a third wheel. I can see where that's coming from. Everyone has been in that situation where they're a third wheel, there's two people, and you're just kind of like, what should I do here? It's kind of awkward and stuff. So I think that would be another good way. And another thing you could do is, if there's any girls that you're possibly interested in at your school, just say, hey, my buddy and his girlfriend are hanging out, do you want to come chill with us? And see where it goes. It might be a little bit of a sticky situation because you're kind of hinting that you kind of like her. Maybe throw in something just so that she knows that it's going to be just a casual date. Maybe if it's like you're just hanging out having some drinks or something like that, although you're in high school right now, so I shouldn't say that you should be drinking. But those are the things that I was doing when I was in high school, so I can't really say what you should and shouldn't be doing, you know what I mean? So that's what I would do. Really, when it comes down to it, don't date a girl just because your friend is dating a girl. You shouldn't have to feel the need to force yourself into a relationship that probably won't work out because it's being forced into. It's just going to cause problems for you. And what happens if like you're a month in and then your fucking buddy breaks up with his girlfriend and then you're like, oh, well, I don't even really like this girl, and then you have to go and break up with her? That's awful. It's an awful situation for everyone. So that's my advice for you, man. Alright guys, that's it for today's episode. Help out by leaving a rating if you enjoyed the episode. And as always, leave an email at drdavidbrown@gmail.com. Link will be in the description below. Alright guys, thanks. Peace.
Yo, David Brown. Yeah, I've been watching all your videos and yo, you hook up with so many chicks. Like, how do you do it? What's your secret?
Yo, easiest way, no joke. Just get a girl wasted.
But what if she passes out?
Yo, what's wrong with that? Let's struggle.
Isn't that considered rape?
It's not considered rape if you're just as drunk. You didn't know about that rule? Come on.
Yo. I think we pre-gamed enough. I think we gotta go. Like, it's 12 already.
Yo, one more.
Yeah, but you already had 14 shots.
Okay.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yo, I've got my phone. Just let me grab it one sec.
Hey, what's up guys? Hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to see another video with both of us, just click this video right here where we did another video on his channel.
And if you guys like this video, give the video a thumbs up and add it to your favorites as well.
And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to both our channels for new content. Alright guys? Thanks.